Welcome everyone to That Kind of Nerds podcast, a weekly show that tells you what is going on in the nerdy world. I am CJ Mellon, joined by Josh Burns and Brian Thornton. I want to start today with a little bit of a follow-up as we continue to talk about the world of movies. It's a little segment that we call Screen to Screen, and it's a little bit of follow-up to the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot that we had talked about. We now actually have some cast information on who's going to be the villain. It is none other than John Cena.
Wait. John Cena's going to be Shredder?
I couldn't see the person who was.
Nope.
Who was
if you can't see him,
Can you answer my goddamn question? Is he Shredder?
I can answer your question.
They just say that Cena will play a villain.
That narrows it down to about 70.
Right. It could be any one of those.
They're not telling you who. He's just a villain.
I'm not okay with any of this until I know who he's playing.
Well, you can't know everything.
Well, let me ask you the question: if they cast him as Shredder, would that be a problem?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem.
Shredder. Yeah.
No, he's not Shredder.
I agree. So who should he play?
The Rat King.
Yeah, I'd be fine with the Rat King.
Or you know what? He'd be good as either Bebop or Rocksteady.
That's what I was thinking.
Wait. Baron Draxum.
Who the hell is Baron Draxum?
He's a villain.
John Cena.
Oh, I thought you were naming an actor.
No, that's Cena's character. Baron Draxum.
I don't know who that is.
Unless Brian knows who he is. It sounds like he might be a new guy.
Is that actually the character he's playing?
Yeah, Baron Draxum. That's what I just fucking said.
He said it like 3 times. He's not making that up now.
It's not just a name.
Sure.
It's not tiddlywink slapty back. Like I'm not.
Leave Benedict Cumberbatch out of this.
I'm not talking about Wimbledon tennis match over here. I'm saying, yeah, new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villain.
Yeah, that is not anybody that
extremely vague
has ever existed.
Hope he dresses like M. Bison from Street Fighter. That's what it sounds like. Baron Draxum.
To do the okay. I thought like you were hoping that John Cena's in a booth doing a voiceover. And he's in costume. So I was like,
he should do that
sorry,
too.
John.
He should also dress like M. Bison in the booth, just to be fully. You just
hear somebody in the booth, Mr. Cena. Sorry, this is not how that works.
This is not a dress rehearsal. He's like, how did I do what I want?
You can't see me.
You can't see me. Yeah.
All right, so you're okay as long as it's not Shredder, which I'm aboard for. I'm okay with him being a generic villain.
Not only not Shredder, like I wouldn't be okay with him being either Bebop or Rocksteady. I think he's too big for that. So at this point,
I don't know. He just did Ferdinand the Bull. I don't know if his star powers is strong with the cartoon world as
he's
I think it is.
All over movies, dude. I mean, come on,
he's
really?
All over movies.
Really? No. I need you to defend that. All over movies. Define all over movies. He's done.
Now I got to
3.
pull up IMDb.
He's got his like he's like Keegan like in Key. He just shows up in movies, and you're like, John Cena. All right.
He is a bit part in Daddy's Home. He is in 12 Rounds, and he is a side character in Trainwrecked. Besides his new Blockers movie, where he's actually a main character. What else is
46 credits. 46 credits as an actor.
Okay, the WWE stuff is in IMDb, so you need to omit all that.
I can't omit. Okay, so he's in.
Right, now I got to pull it up.
Obviously, the TV series, right? Bumblebee.
He was
Blockers,
in Psych.
Ferdinand, Psych, Daddy's Home 2, Tour de Pharmacy, The Wall, Surf's Up 2, Maya and Marty. Sisters, Daddy's Home, Trainwreck.
But a lot of
that's great. A lot of straight to video stuff and bit parts in Daddy's Home
and a lot of old stuff. Okay, but right now the stuff that's in production,
who gives a shit? He's fucking like he's an it guy right now.
He's got a lot of stuff that's in production and things that are upcoming.
He's just a popular guy, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he's popular if you can find him.
Oh, you're such a fucking hater.
I'm just saying you can't make statements like
God
that.
Damn it! I have to give it. I got to agree with Brian on that one. When you look,
he's
at his IMDb,
more all over the movies than you are.
Well, yeah.
Okay, he's more all over the movies.
No. I was in a training video once.
He's more all over the movies than most actors.
Okay, sure.
Take the scope of actors, right? He's chosen a job in acting. So he's getting parts.
Right.
Stop being haters. God.
So we've already agreed that this reboot could be pretty shaky to begin with. If they don't put John Cena in the right role, is it just a complete you fucked up and before it's even done? Like it's like nope. You might as well already just reboot it again because you done fucked up.
I thought I was already clear last week that they fucked up before it was done.
Let me give you a palate cleanser then to the fact that John Cena may be all over your TMNT that's not doing very well right now in our heads. And let's talk a little bit about your favorite action series, John Wick, getting a TV series at Starz with Keanu Reeves attached to the project.
Why not just John Wick 3? What happened to that?
Yeah, give me that.
Probably still going to happen.
Give me chapter 3.
Give me chapter 3.
Because it's not going to be John Wick. It's going to be a series about the Continental Hotel. So it's about a bunch of different fucking people. It's not about John Wick.
Yeah, he's gonna show up in the lobby one day.
But we're talking about the writer of Sons of Anarchy, The Wire, and Man in the High Castle, Chris Collins.
No, I get it. Like a couple episodes, fine. I'm not excited at all by a show about the hotel.
So this guy, and to clarify then for this guy's pedigree and that he wrote a lot of episodes of Sons of Anarchy, so he's got some writing credits. He did a lot of executive producing and story editing for The Wire and executive producing for Sons of Anarchy as well. So the guy
I love Sons of Anarchy. I love Sons of Anarchy,
and he wrote a lot of teleplays for Sons of Anarchy, which was the most recent stuff when you look at The Wire and
does he write telenovelas?
Sure. So I mean the guy does have some writing prowess. So.
The fact of the matter is, it's exactly what Josh just said. It's probably going to take place before John Wick, before the first one, back when John Wick was probably the boogeyman, and he was going in and out of the hotel every once in a while, and you'll see him in the lobby. It's about the hotel. I'm not interested. Just give me John Wick 3.
Yep, John Wick 3 or bust.
It's better give us that. Please don't hold off for a stupid.
No, they are. It's slated. It's greenlit. It's all ready to go. Just give it. Give me now.
A couple of weeks ago, we had talked about a Netflix original that was teased. It was called Altered Carbon, and they now have put out an official trailer, and it stars, I can't even, what is his name?
Joel Kinnaman.
Joel Kinnaman, sorry. Joel Kinnaman, who played Rick Flag, who is going to be the star of the show. And you guys watched the trailer. I watched it as well. I'm very curious to hear what you think about it now that we have some footage from it.
Is this based off of something, by the way?
I feel like it is, but I can't. I haven't done any digging to find out if it is.
I feel like it's based off of something.
It feels like it's like a little bit of Blade Runner and not.
Well, yeah, no, it's definitely Blade Runner inspired, but I feel like it's based off a book or something.
Here we go. Altered Carbon by Richard K. Morgan. So it is based off a book.
Haha, winning.
Like it's got like Minority Report. It's got like.
Yeah,
it's got Total Recall. It's got Fifth Element. It's weird.
It's got a good. It looks good.
It's a little bit of Westworld vibe to it as well too. It's got a.
I like it. I like what I saw
going on, and I like the action that I saw. I like the acting that I saw.
It's the Trent Reznor music is good. It's got I like Governor Will Conway. He's a good dude, right? He has all kinds of PTSD, but other than that, he's fine.
I'm really hoping that this will spark interest in people to go watch Blade Runner 2049 because I feel like nobody saw that movie and it was really good.
Dude, that was really hard to do.
Enjoyed it. I hope more people
I still have not finished it, and because it was so god awful.
It's not awful. It's just long. It's very tough to get through. Just like the first Blade Runner, it is.
It is not for everybody. I'm not saying everyone should go out and see Altered Carbon, but also
crap.
Go see.
But you just said you hope everybody who likes Altered Carbon watches Blade Runner.
I do. I hope the people that like this go watch that because I don't think those two audiences crossed over.
There's no connection between the two. It's just very apparent that's heavily influenced by stuff like Blade Runner. So the fact of the matter is,
I don't see any Blade Runner in there.
You don't? It's in the cinematography, man. It's not in anything else.
But it's like any futuristic shit has the same cinematography. Like I I don't see like it's not Blade Runner. Like it looked more Minority Report to me than it did Blade Runner.
But even Minority Report is different.
And then
Blade Runner
Surrogates, and then Surrogates as well, and then Fifth Element too.
But just on the surface value, looks good, right? Can we all at least give is it a thumbs up? Is it a thumbs down? Is it I don't know.
It doesn't look anything.
It looks good to me.
To me, I gave it a thumbs up. It sounds like Brian would give it a thumbs up, and you're undecided.
It was the trailer was just action.
That's fine.
That's perfect.
The series
with me.
isn't going to be that. It's not gonna be
Here's the thing. It's not going to be what?
It's not going to be nonstop action.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely not. But it's a murder mystery. And James Purefoy, who you've neglected to mention, is awesome in general. So, I mean, you got him as like the kind of antagonist / guy who hires him to try and find his murderer. I mean, this looks good. It looks interesting. And action. Yes, action-y. I like all that stuff.
Yeah. No, I give this all up. This is coming on February 2nd. So make sure that your Netflix subscription is ready to go and, make it a weekend. See what happens.
Wait. Do I have to make it an entire weekend? It's only 10 episodes, dude.
To each his own. Gotta pee. I don't know. Watch it twice. Whatever.
How many times am I peeing?
You've got that tiny bladder.
So right now, FX has greenlit and is going to be premiering a show about the Getty family, especially around John J. Paul Getty. And if this sounds a little familiar to you, that's because this is what the premise of the movie All the Money in the World was about. It was about what happened with the kidnapping of John Paul Getty III and how his grandfather, John Paul Getty, was a mean old man. And this story literally just came out on the big screen. It's got mixed success with it. And FX is like, oh yeah, we grabbed this and it's a show, and it's starring Donald Sutherland as J. Paul Getty, which I think is pretty interesting. But we've already seen this. I don't know why this is a show. It's going to be premiering on March 25th.
Are they going to remove Donald Sutherland and replace him with Christopher Plummer?
No, they are not. Although if they did that, I probably would watch this show a little more. And I'm sure that they'll pay somebody else $1.3 million to do it.
They will Brendan Fraser out from whatever rock he's been under.
Poor Brendan Fraser.
So is he in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Good for him. He hasn't done anything in a while. I like
since Scrubs. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Seriously.
That's really true. Yeah.
He did School Ties and then Scrubs, and that was it.
Yeah, but I don't think Brendan Fraser is getting a whole lot of I don't see the show being a success. Like, everyone just saw the movie about it. Anyone who cares about this saw the movie. So they're like, why would you watch the show? I don't get it.
No, I'm not going to watch the show.
Maybe there's more to it that the movie.
Well, there is, but at the same time, you got enough. Like, you're just like, oh, all right, cool, I get it. Like, I don't need to see their whole drug abuse.
I don't know. I didn't see All the Money in the World.
That's okay. You're not like missing out. It was good. I liked it a lot, but I wouldn't be like, hey, go check it out.
If they made a girl with a dragon tattoo show, would you watch that?
Nope.
Right. That's that's what CJ's saying. That's all.
What I'm saying is I just didn't like the girl with the dragon tattoo at all.
But that's okay. But here's my question. You guys
didn't like that movie? You're fucking.
I don't like that movie either.
No, you're both dumb.
Here's the thing. We see a lot of movie studios doing similar movies to each other, right? Where you get no strings attached and just friends with benefits. We see this A/B happen all the time, but usually don't see
Justice League and the Avengers.
Right. We usually don't see it with movie and then a television series. Like, we don't usually see a 1-to-1 like that. Has this happened before? Like, is there a precedence for this that like
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and The Flash?
You didn't tell me there was homework involved in this.
I'm just in your brains. Have you heard of something being a movie and then they're like, oh hey,
no.
Like Fargo?
Yeah, but Fargo's by the same
different.
people. And that's different.
That's different.
Yeah.
What? That's different?
Yeah.
It is, because Fargo is based off of the Fargo television show is based off the movie for a reason. It's just
all right. How about Daredevil?
No, what he's saying is these shows and this movie are coming out very close to each other, meaning they snagged up the rights to the story and produced it pretty much at the same time. That doesn't really happen very often. Like, yeah, Daredevil was movie, it was trash, and then 10 years later they made a show out of it. Fargo was a movie, in my opinion, that is trash, and then they made a show out of it because it's for some reason popular.
So if that's the case, then maybe, who knows? Maybe people do want to see more of this story, and they'll watch it in March when it goes on FX. I mean, maybe. I mean, we'll see. It's not like there's bad actors in it. You got some good people in there, so I don't know. Maybe it will be something. I know Josh will never watch this, but I don't know. I'll tune in, maybe catch an episode.
I've got way too many things on my list.
Of course you do. It's all right. I wouldn't dare add another thing to your goddamn list.
There's a lot on the list.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to buckle in. This one's going to be a little rough because we're going to talk about the world of comics, how it's affecting TV, how it's affecting movies. But right now, this week, guys, it is really affecting Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Cape Talk.
Cape Talk.
And I give you the warning because I'm going to lead off with it. Teen Titans Go is getting a movie. Now, I know in the Burns household, this is fun news. You guys are going to go to the movies.
I think for kids everywhere, it's fun news.
I know at Brian's house, he's going to start a fire, and he's going to start making some people pay for things.
Why? Brian doesn't give a shit about this.
Oh, Brian, I give the floor to you, sir, as to why this is Blind with Rage.
Brian doesn't like it. Why would he give a shit if there's a movie about it?
I don't give a shit that there's a movie about it because I don't give a shit that there's a show about it because the show is fucking terrible.
Right.
And
so he
I would
doesn't
never let
give
my
a shit.
children watch it.
He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't have children. His opinion doesn't count on this topic. It's not made for him. It's not made for fucking comic book
This is true.
fans.
It is not. It is not made.
Definitely
It's made for children. So to have any fucking opinion about Teen Titans Go other than it's going to be great fun for kids, they're going to have an amazing time on the Jungle Gym in that motherfucker. Like, other than having that opinion, I don't see any opinion that needs acknowledging. Like,
I just thought that because he hates the show, the fact that the studio is giving validity to the show by making it a movie just makes him irate because the show is so bad.
The studio already gave validity to the show when they renewed it for like 6 other seasons.
Right, and it's incredibly popular. You know, with who?
Unfortunately.
Kids.
Unfortunately.
And I watched it. This shit's hilarious. It's a little strange, but it's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Stop being haters. You guys are filled with hateration.
I was anticipating Blind Rage by Brian.
CJ is setting up you, Brian, for the Hateraide, and you're both filled with Hateraide today.
I'm not filled with Hateraide. I'm filled with water and whiskey. You've been drinking all the Hateraide, and it's coming out. It's seeping out of your pores. I don't know what Hateraide you speak of.
Citrus flavored Hateraide is what you've been drinking.
Citrus, just any citrus.
It's loaded with electrolytes. The Hateraide.
Oh, that's great. That means I won't be getting sick anytime soon.
Right. It's great. It's good for your allergies.
So, Josh, your kids know that this is a thing, right?
Hell yeah, they know it's a thing.
What was their reaction when they saw it?
There was jumping and yelling. It was good.
Yeah.
It's what kids do. They jump and yell about things.
That's funny because there was jumping and yelling in my house too when I heard about it. Oh, no, I hate the concept. I think it's a terrible show and I don't understand. We had a perfectly great Teen Titans show. It was amazing and it was good for kids and adults. I don't see why I need to watch this stupidity. And it is just that. It is stupidity. You're right. I don't watch it. And I won't be seeing the movie. And I don't care that it's happening. It doesn't stop the fact that I don't even think the show should exist. There was a perfectly fine Teen Titans show.
But it's hilarious.
It's really not that funny. I've seen several episodes.
Several. I have watched tens of minutes. And it's not funny.
I've watched more than tens of minutes. I've literally watched entire seasons of this show.
Why?
Like it.
Why would you sit down and watch entire seasons of a show you hate?
Don't watch it.
Because
I think it's funny.
Listen, the TV was on Cartoon Network. I didn't feel like changing it, and that's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, it's so stupid.
It is stupid.
I have a question.
It's for kids.
I have a question with this.
But kids don't need stupidity. No, shut up, CJ. Kids don't need to watch a show that is just insanely stupid. When you were growing up and when we were growing up,
you mean like
that's
SpongeBob?
Not the way shows work.
Like SpongeBob?
SpongeBob's a piece of shit. I hate SpongeBob.
Or like what's the show with the camp where the kids they go see their
Gravity
Uncle
Falls.
Stan. Gravity Falls. Super stupid.
Yeah, but that's a recent show.
I'm just saying, like all these kid shows are super dumb, but they're funny. And that's all that really matters is you get the kids entertained and you give them a chuckle and it's good, right? They're in a good mood and it's fun and it's, pretty, for the most part, wholesome. Like, this is good. This is good.
Okay. I do not have children, so I cannot weigh in on this subject.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it because I can't wait to see the story unfold. Nobody cares. I'm going to see it for like the 2 minutes of adult humor that are in it that I'll get and that they won't.
It already had a 2-minute fart joke in just the trailer.
I'm good with that. Christian is going to be out of his chair.
There's a trailer for this unholy thing?
Oh, yeah. I kind of didn't want you to see it. I forgot.
Oh, God. No, I'm watching it now.
Okay.
I'm watching it now.
Yeah, me too. I'm watching too.
A few moments later.
It's clever. It's making fun of the Wonder Woman phenomenon. It's making fun of Aquaman being in a movie at all. It's good.
Okay. Burns chuckled. So, I mean, it's got the Josh Burns seal of approval.
I can no longer record for the fact that I lost brain cells watching that piece of shit.
Too bad, man.
Oh, Brian. It was funny.
It does poke fun a little bit of what's happening right now within DC, but
it sure does.
It sure does.
Yeah.
But after that, it's like, oh, this is dumb. I agree.
Well, yeah, it's for kids. It's fucking funny.
I know.
I'm laughing thinking about how my kids are going to laugh at it. Like, it's funny.
That's good. All right.
At least guys hate fun. You hate fun.
We don't hate fun.
You hate fun and wholesomeness and good things.
Right now, a lot of people are watching the trailer for Black Sparrow and saying, see, you know what? This is the closest we're going to get to a Black Widow movie. This is the closest we're going to get to it. To which we all said, all right, shut up. No, like, ease up. I get it. There's similarities, but back off.
Who's we all? We were saying that too.
I know, but then we all came around and said, "Oh well, we're idiots. Let's get off the hype train." But
you're gonna say Marvel's giving Black Widow a movie.
They are hiring screenwriters to do.
That's wonderful. Black Widow is going to be a Black Widow movie the same way that Captain America: Civil War was a Captain America movie.
No.
Yes, it's going to be an ensemble. It's going to be an ensemble movie.
What makes you say that?
Because she can't fucking hold the screen on her own.
No. I don't disagree with you, but I don't think it's going to be an ensemble movie, like, in the terms of.
I don't think it's A-list.
Yeah.
There will be several other Marvel characters.
If anything, it's like an Ant-Man. You throw in a couple B-rated events.
No, I don't think so. She's too
smart,
big. ScarJo's too big for that.
If they're smart, they do this as a spy James Bond in the Marvel Universe movie. They have her and Hawkeye and Maria Hill doing some spy shit. That's what this movie should be. And that's not an ensemble movie. That's a spy movie.
I think that'd be, give me all the Jeremy Renner all the time.
He can actually be in this movie too, so that's nice.
Well, he's going to have to be in this movie. I'm just, I'd be shocked if Marvel makes a spy movie. Shocked.
Oh, well, I hope you are shocked whenever this happens.
Me too.
They're hiring screenwriters,
I think
so
that's
it'll be
what
like 4 years from now.
That's true. By the time we do it, it's not going to be Scarlett Johansson because we'll be in Phase 7. It'll be somebody else.
No, we'll be at the end of Phase 4 or in Phase 5, and she definitely will still be involved. She's guaranteed
young enough to do this for quite a long time.
Which also means she does not die in the Avengers movie, so we're good there.
Is that a thing you thought could happen, that they would kill Black Widow?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Everybody's up for grabs in this freaking movie, man.
I'm not okay with any of the killing of Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, which is why I'm saying she's safe. We're good.
Not okay.
Could be a flashback, Brian. Could be a flashback. She could be dead. Could be a flashback movie.
Oh, that would suck.
Like an Origins.
You're an Origins.
You're an orange Gatorade drinker.
Haterade.
Stop trying to steal Josh's joke.
Haterade.
I understand.
Do you?
Plus, if I drink Gatorade, it's only the red.
Oh, fruit punch?
Yeah, fruit punch, mother effer.
Clearly, citrus is the best, followed by lemon lime.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I don't drink Gatorade. Do I look like I do physical activity?
You just drink it so it's
loaded with sugar.
You drink it so you look like you do physical activity. Oh, I've got a Gatorade. That means I went to the gym. Right?
That's not how that works at all.
That's exactly how that works.
No. It's clear you didn't, unless you took a selfie at the gym, you didn't go to the gym.
Well, he's got a gym right there in the office, so he can just walk in there, take the selfie, and then just leave.
Yeah.
And
he went to the gym. There's proof of it.
Okay, I'm trying to, like I said, pad some of the Cape Talk here. I'm anticipating Brian angry, so that's why I'm doing this.
Cape Talk is now to anger Brian.
That is kind of always been the point of anything in our show.
You should just change the name of the segment to CJ pisses off Brian.
I remember
Brian
changed the
shits on
name of the
everything.
show.
I remember the one time there was a Cape Talk where everything was bad, and you're like, "Why? Why are you ruining this for me?" I'm like,
Yeah, go ahead.
Brian
Move on to the
shits
next
on
topic so I can
everything.
get pissed.
"All right." Hope you're ready. So
I'm ready. I see the show notes. I know what's coming.
As we've talked about before, Sci-Fi is working on a show called Krypton, which is taking place before Kal-El is even a twinkle in his father's eye. Is dealing
His
with
father's not a twinkle.
right, exactly. His father's not a twinkle. And they have released a trailer for it, and I'm very curious to hear what you have to say about it, Brian. And I have questions because I don't know who the hell Adam Strange is. So help me out and tell me what's going on with this trailer.
Adam Strange wears a jetpack, an interstellar jetpack.
And
That's all I know. That's all I know about Adam Strange.
That's all you know about Adam Strange.
Does he not wear an interstellar jetpack?
He does indeed. Where I mean, I wouldn't call it interstellar. It's just a jetpack.
How do you fly from Earth to Krypton on a jet? Like, you have to go at a certain speed at some point.
Well, he has a jetpack it's a part of his spacesuit, and it allows for it does allow for interstellar travel.
Right?
Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah.
So let's rewind this. And let's start this from the top.
No, hang on. What do you want first?
So the premise of the show is that it's following Kal-El's grandfather, right? And it's just about how the House of El came about, and how did things get so bad that Superman had to exist. And our problem with this was no one cares about the granddad of Superman because we don't care about him at all. So they're making this television show about him. So I'm curious your reactions to the trailer. And just kind of how you feel about the show now that you've seen some footage.
Okay, so you want my thoughts on the trailer first?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to articulate my extreme hate for this entire concept. I thought the trailer was a series of moving pictures that were in about a minute and a half segment that made no fucking sense at all.
Trailer was popcorn.
It's not even the fact that it was popcorn. Like it was just the whole concept doesn't make any sense. So I know we've talked about this, that we're just gonna that it makes no sense to make a show about Krypton because you're just making a show about it's just people. They didn't have anything special, and the thing that makes Superman special is all the special superpowers, and you removed all of that. And not only have you removed all that, you removed the character that you actually like. Let's just forget all of that for a moment. It's kind
of like the bad part of Star Wars where it's all parliamentary procedure. You're like, I don't really care about parliamentary procedure in Star Wars.
It makes no sense. There's time travel. Apparently Brainiac has come from the future to destroy Krypton in the past. But if Krypton is destroyed in the past, then Brainiac doesn't exist. And now, what's his name? Superman's grandfather? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really care.
So Adam Strange tells him all about Superman, and like, I don't get it. I don't get if they're telling like this sort of Oedipus story where in trying to stop the destruction of Krypton, he causes the destruction of Krypton.
That's not an Oedipal story unless he had sex with his
then he
mother.
has that sex with his mom.
The whole point of Oedipus is that in trying to stop your fate, you actually make it come true. That's kind of the crux of it.
Yeah, that's not the main takeaway from Oedipus, just so you're aware. That's not the main takeaway of Oedipus.
It's the main takeaway for me. My point is this. That concept is interesting for 10 episodes, and then it's stupid.
Well, here's the good news for you, Brian. That's all they're going to get because this is sci-fi. So
I don't know. Sci-fi's been doing pretty good lately.
Nope. And until Sci-Fi brings back Alphas, I will not watch it.
Amen to that. I would love another season of Alphas, please.
Right? The best show Sci-Fi has ever made ended abruptly.
I heard The Magicians is pretty good.
The Magicians is fantastic. Battlestar Galactica is
wasn't
really
as good as Alphas.
Battlestar Galactica is amazing.
So Josh, though, I want to hear. I mean, again, I think Brian covered a majority of our problems, but what do you think about the fact that we're having this Krypton show?
I mean, it's on Sci-Fi. They're going to do whatever they want, and they can say whatever they want about it, and it's not going to come back for a second season. And if it does, nobody will watch it, and it won't come back for a third. So it doesn't much matter. It just doesn't matter. Like, I watched the trailer, and I went, okay, I don't care. People won't care.
Yeah. All 7 people watching the show are going to be.
And I didn't feel the need to rise up about it like Brian.
I'm not starting a petition or anything. I'm just voicing my discontent.
God, you're just shitting on everything.
No, what I'm shitting on is that we're using writers and producers and actors and manpower that could be used towards something that makes sense.
No, it's called show business. I'm not sure if you're aware of the concept.
To be fair, a director that we really liked made a movie about a man who turns into a walrus. So, I mean, we can't be too critical on this because we'll defend Kevin Smith and he made Tusk.
I mean,
spoilers.
Listen, I'll defend Kevin Smith, but I'm not going to defend Tusk. It wasn't the
right, and that's
movie.
okay. So don't defend. And I'm sure sci-fi is not defending.
Here's the difference with your analogy here, which isn't really a good analogy. You know, I watch a Kevin Smith movie. I know exactly what I am going to get. I know what to expect. Is it going to be the greatest thing put to Blu-ray? Probably not. Will I probably enjoy it? Most likely, because I like his style of filmmaking, and I like, for the most part, what he puts out there.
Right, but here's the thing. When I watch a sci-fi series, which, by the way, I don't, I know what I'm going to get because sci-fi is awful, and I haven't watched anything on sci-fi since Alphas, so I am not disappointed that it sucks because it's made by sci-fi. So I think my expectations are right on point.
I've watched several sci-fi shows that are very good. Nye could be fantastic if it's just the fact that sci-fi as a network, for some reason, has this terrible stigma that you guys keep perpetuating. They have some very high quality, very good stuff on there, i.e. Battlestar Galactica, which was hugely popular, and The Magicians, and Eureka, and The Expanse.
Was terrible.
Eureka!
Hated Eureka.
I hate your face right now.
So be it. All right, so other follow-up that we have in the DC universe is that we actually got a release date for the new movie Shazam, starring our friend, I like to think of him as a friend, actually, Zachary Levi.
God, I wish he was my friend.
God, wouldn't that be great? So let me give
then I wouldn't have to talk to you anymore.
That's true. I would abandon all my friends if Zachary Levi was my friend, even if I talked to him once a week.
No, I'm going to keep some of them, just not you.
All right, that's fine.
It makes you Morgan, by the way.
That's okay. Here's the release date for Shazam. It is April 5th of 2019. To put that in perspective, Aquaman comes out on December 21st of this year, 2018. Shazam of April 5th, 2019. Wonder Woman 2, November 1st, 2019. Those are the 3 movies that we know are coming out in that order. So, I mean, we're getting Shazam before we get Black Adam, and we knew about Black Adam like long before we knew about Shazam.
Yeah, but you can't have a Black Adam without Shazam.
I agree. It's the right order to do things. I think it's interesting that this is kind of where we got to.
When does Suicide Squad 2 come out?
I hope the 4th of never.
I guarantee you that's later in 2019.
I was waiting for someone to pop a squad on DC.
I wasn't.
Oh, well, excuse me. That is my job. It is on my business card.
No,
DC
but
should.
I guarantee you that's later in 2019, which is where they'll introduce Black Adam, probably with a Black Adam movie coming out in 2020.
And our last bit of Cape Talk comes down to the movie Black Panther. Josh, I know that you just purchased your advance tickets the other day.
Yep. Got my tickets ready to go.
Brian, are you an advance ticket buyer of Black Panther?
Not normally. Not unless Josh buys them for me.
All right. Well, this is some good news for Marvel that Black Panther has now taken the mantle as the top pre-order movie when it comes to Marvel, actually beating out Captain America Civil War. So Black Panther is just dominating pre-sale tickets. Most of them were done within the first 24 hours. It's just millions and millions and millions of tickets. It's great news to hear from this movie. I want it to be immensely successful. I'm very happy to hear that it's just selling out with pre-sale. So way to go, Marvel. Enjoy your boatloads of money. And hopefully now this is a good sign that we got a good fan base that will show up to see this movie.
There was a post on one of these, like Facebook or whatever groups that I'm on that what movie are you most excited for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Black Panther was eating it up. And maybe it's because it's the next one to be released.
Yeah, the one I saw was on Fandango. They had over 8,000 moviegoers asking, and it was Infinity War and then Black Panther. And it was by slim margins that Black Panther was number 2.
Which is shocking, right? That Black Panther would stand up to a movie like Infinity War, but People are enamored with this character. So I'm excited.
I also love to go around the internet. I like to find the weird and find the obscure, and I'd love to ask for a tech perspective. So this week, as we talked about, CES had just wrapped up. We are going to be looking at some of the highlights of that next week. Really? You waited this long?
It's always a surprise.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah, I waited that long.
So we'll be covering some of the highlights of CES next week, see if there's anything that was actually worthwhile discussing. But I did want to talk about some stuff that came out of there that I found very interesting. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the little tracking device Tile. I personally own them. They're fantastic. They're little things that go on your keys, and then they have a speaker on them, and if you lose them, they can do that.
So you can't find anything.
Specifically as a tool for people
who cannot find their
problems. Like, listen, my wife has a Tile. My wife should have 25 tiles. She should have a tile on everything she owns because she can find nothing, ever. You know, I don't ever have that problem. My keys, my wallet, always in the same place. I always know where everything is. You know why? I put it in the same fucking place all the time.
I'll put a link in the show notes to episode 111. Do you need help adulting? Which is about me getting the tile in my wallet because I lose my wallet all the time.
How the hell do you lose a wallet?
This is exactly what you said on episode 111. So I'll put a link in the show notes. Go listen to that. You can hear Josh tear me apart.
This shit drives me absolutely out of my mind.
Now, a thing that comes into this is a very popular feature of the AirPods is the Find My AirPods function. So if you lose one, you can't find it, you can just turn it on, an alarm goes off, and you can find it. Well, now Tile is partnering with a couple other companies, including Bose, to put their Tile tracking system into other products. So there are some Bose headphones now, the QC30 headphones, the wireless ones, and the Sound Sports, that will have Tile integrated into it. I also found a couple products online that are, you know, those things that hold like 5 dozen keys and keep it in a little tiny compartment thing that now has Tile built into it. So people are trying to find and try to make this like Find My Headphones application a reality within their product. So I'm curious though, Josh, because you have mocked me and everybody else who does this stuff for losing keys and wallets. What do you think about for headphones? Is this good tech? Is this a good use for this?
Who loses headphones? Like, unless you leave them in a hotel room, who loses headphones? And if you do leave them in a hotel room, your Tile isn't going to help you.
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't.
Yeah, I'll tell you the last place that the Tile connected to it. So if you left it in your hotel room,
well, that's great. It can tell you that, but the cleaning staff has stolen them, so it doesn't matter.
But there's over like 1 million people in the Tile community that will paint it at its location, and you will get updates on it.
I understand what you're saying, and what I'm telling you is it doesn't make a difference. You're not getting it back. So like, this is like, I've never lost a pair of headphones in my home because I put my headphones the same place all the time. I don't understand. I don't understand people who lose shit. How do you lose shit?
It happens. Life happens, man.
Nope.
People do not have the compulsion to put things in exactly the same place every single time.
I put them in the same place.
Brian, are you in that camp? You just put everything in the same place at all times and you know where everything is whenever you need it?
So you're having this discussion and I'm trying to remember where my headphones are. But then I remember I put them in the same place every time, so they're out in the living room. We're okay. I don't lose things except for my childlike wonder. Can Tile help me with that?
I don't think Tile can help you with that now.
Then this is fucking useless.
All right. Here's my concern for it too, though. I mean, when you look at Bluetooth headphones, the number one complaint about them besides sound quality is battery life, right? Those are the first two things people ask. What's the battery life? What's the sound quality, right? Maybe not in that order, but those are the first two questions. And when you add a GPS-like Tile system that is painting to try to find your location every once in a while, I can only see, right, battery quality just going down. So I'm not sure if it's the right trade-off. I know there are people who are going to be recovering $300 pair of headphones with this, which is great. But in the grand scheme of things, that headphone as a model,
if you spend, listen, I'm going to do this for you, Josh. If you spend $300 on a set of headphones you lose them, they deserve to be lost.
And this is precisely why I don't own expensive headphones, because I will lose them.
Exactly. That is my point. Like, listen, if your time and your money and your investment is that important, you wouldn't lose them.
Like so the headphones that get used most often, and I probably have, I don't know, 6, 7, maybe 8 pairs of headphones in active rotation. But the ones that get used most often are either my AirPods,
right,
or my Monster Inspirations, and those are like $300 pair of head. Now my AirPods, they've got that tiny little container, right? So they're never lost, but I almost never know which fucking bag they're in. Now,
right.
Now I've got like 4 different laptop bags, and my headphones are always in the exact same spot, front pocket. You know,
Sure.
if it's got 2 front pockets, it's on the right. That's where my headphones go.
So what this will do though is make a sound, right? You can play a little jingle.
I understand. It plays a jingle. But here's the thing. I know where my headphones are. I just got to figure out which bag they're in. They're always in the same place. So I don't need a jingle.
It's not a way to take back the 30 minutes of 30 seconds of time. Not a way to take back the time that way. All right.
No.
What about this though?
No, it's a sign of weakness.
What about this, Josh? You're also an avid traveler, and luggage is a concern for a lot of people, and they want a way to kind of track where their luggage is at. Now, I'm not a big fan of Samsonite, but Samsonite is going to be including Tile within some of their
If you're
luggage.
selling this to me as a tracking device, a legitimate tracking device, I'm about it, right? Headphones, not so much, because somebody's going to steal that shit.
Right.
But like luggage that needs to get back to you, yep. I'm for it. And I think it's a good thing. I'm not, here's what I'm not for. It's in my house and I need to ping it. I'm not for that.
Okay.
Like, just know where your shit is. But if you're saying my luggage was lost and I'm not sure where it's at, this makes sense. But not pinging it 3 rooms away. That's stupid. Just know where your shit is.
Okay, so and that's the hope of that, because I know when I was traveling down to Texas, I put a Tile in my luggage, so I knew that it made it to Texas. Number one, when I got the plane, it was like, hey, my luggage is in Texas. That's a good sign. And then when I got around to the luggage carousel of death, and of course I'm an idiot who didn't distinguish his black suitcase within the sea of black suitcases, lesson learned and now has been addressed and changed, I was able to at least paint it, and I could hear the little jingle and be like, aha, my bag, and I was able to get it in and out pretty damn quick. So at least it's in luggage. At least there's one upside to this. Not painting your room, but an actual GPS traveling device.
I have tiles all over my bathroom. Does that count?
It does count. Absolutely.
Okay.
And now it is time for the nerd degree. The nerd degree is where that kind of nerd gives a topic, a product, a movie, whatever it is, the third degree, and we decide if it passes or fails. This topic was actually submitted by Josh this week, which was Facebook is planning to launch a portal video chat device for $499 in May. So, Josh, tell me a little bit about this, and let's tear it apart here.
Well, from what I understand, it's kind of like the Echo Show, and it's a video device where you can talk to people, and it probably suggests things that you should buy that you don't want. Like, beyond that, I really can't figure out the point of it. I put it in there because I thought this is ridiculous enough to talk about, and more importantly, Facebook has such a staggeringly awesome track record with hardware that how could this not be a giant success?
Sarcasm alert. The only thing that you can claim now with their hardware is the Oculus, because Oculus is owned by Facebook. But other than that, good luck.
Yeah, but wasn't built by them.
No, it wasn't at all. I'm just saying they're not the same company.
Right. So like the only Facebook hardware, the thing that I harken back to is that cell phone, the Facebook phone.
Oh, the one by HTC, right?
That everybody hated, that didn't work, that was terrible.
Right, but they didn't even make that hardware. It was HTC that did it.
I understand it was HTC, but it was a Facebook phone. Like everything Facebook does hardware, they're not
it's
a
awful.
hardware company.
The only thing I could see that's being of interest to people, because the other part is this, there are a million different ways to communicate with people, and I don't necessarily need a little screen-like thing. The only reason that I think anyone would buy is if it had some of the, WeChat? No, what's the fucking thing that they bought? WhatsApp. if it had WhatsApp integration into it, would be the only way a group of people would.
Do you know when people chat with other people using Facebook, like video chat? Do you know when that happens?
Internally in Facebook.
No. The only reason that ever happens is when an iPhone user wants to video chat with an Android user. That is the only fucking time.
I think they use Skype before they use Facebook.
No, I don't think they do.
Really?
And I say that because my wife and her sister all the time.
Oh, okay. They do
Facebook video.
Gotcha.
Right? Because Android users are woefully behind in the video chat milieu.
Yes, they are. Here's the thing, though. Facebook is in everyone's life, whether they like it or not, and most people don't like it. And it's in there somehow. I mean, like, I know Brian's not a big Facebook user at all. Like, getting Brian on Facebook is kind of like getting me to spend money on a product. It's very hard to do.
What tipped you off to that?
Just I know the truth.
The fact that I don't ever use it?
Ever use Facebook. And I mean, even people that love Facebook, $500? Like, there's nothing Facebook could do that would make me want to go, oh, $500. I'll strongly consider that. Ooh, I'll strongly consider that.
Like, really, what are your thoughts? Is this thing blowing you away? You going to buy, like, one for each of the rooms of the palatial
Absolutely not. I have a fucking iPhone.
Right. What's the point of this thing?
Exactly. It makes no sense.
As a Birdie Bot's every flavor bean, which is our standard unit of measure.
Absolutely.
This is a dog's asshole.
The Birdie Bot's every flavor bean, this is earthworm.
I didn't know that dog's asshole was actually a Birdie Bot's flavor bean.
It is.
You have to go to you really have to go, where the Death Eaters go.
You got to dig deep. Yeah. You got to dig deep.
Okay. I got you. As a who's he, what's it flavored bean, can I mix vomit with the garbage?
Absolutely. Yes.
Like, when you take two jelly beans and you like squish them together, you just, that's what I'm doing.
Right.
That's what I'm doing with vomit and garbage. Garbage vomit.
I think we all agree here.
Is this the first time we've all unanimously agreed on a nerd degree? Like 100%?
I think it might be. I think this is, I don't think one of those is necessarily worse than the other.
I think it's all bad. Oh, Facebook. Stop. Just stop. There's no need for this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the nerdy world. I want to go ahead and invite you guys to the conversation because this is not a one-way street. We want to hear from you. You can do that several different ways. You can go ahead and call us, actually. We will play your voice on the show, 484-373-4119. Give us a call. Tell us what you think about a topic or something that you've got bouncing around in your brain. We'd love to hear from you. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at That Kind of Nerd. So you can go ahead and tell us what you think about our topics and give us any feedback. Also, we would absolutely love to start off 2018 just right with a 5-star review from iTunes. So if you're on iTunes, go ahead and send us a review. We greatly appreciate it, and we will read it on the air. Thank you so much for making us your walk around your neighborhood or your drive to work, and we will see you all next week.
If you love comics and sci-fi and technology, television, video games, and fantasy, well, take a listen to our show. I'm sure you'll see there's many points where we can agree. Like that Martha as a plot point was just too absurd, and Apple versus Android is a case to be heard, and that Josh Trank's new Fantastic Four was a turd. Well, welcome to the club, because you are that kind of nerd.
God, Brian, you are the model of presidential fitness. You're at the gym every day.
Yeah, totally. I've been in one before. there's like treadmills and bikes.
Yep. I was in a gym once. He left thoroughly satisfied.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
You hate fun and wholesomeness and good things.
I'll have you know, sir, I watched paint dry for 3 hours, and that was a fun time. What? Which is what I'd rather be doing than watching this movie.
Yeah, well, you missed your delivery on that.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.